Yo. What up?
Yeah. What's going on? Hey.
You already know what it is. It's Friday. It's 10 p.m.
It's Friday.
Do you know where your children are? We know where y'all at. Y'all rock with us. I'm your host, Main Manifest. To my right, I have...
the euphoric endorphin releaser, Pookie Long Johns.
To my left, I have...
Tiffany Monique.
And normally to my left, we have Rhea Washington, Rhea 605. But we got an unfortunate situation we'll get into like that. But we right here, we are the SKEAM team. Let's toast our glass. Ooh, I almost tumbled it over. See, we got to order, boom. And we go up, right. Salute, eye contact.
That's right.
Eye contact, yes. We here. Episode 12, y'all, the SKEAM team. Y'all see us right there on the bottom. Follow us on IG, SKEAM_podcast. On YouTube, SKEAM.podcast. Kind of mellow tonight. We have our sister, Rhea, who had an unfortunate circumstances, man, that her son passed away. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Rhea. I know you're here, man. It just shows you how life is so short and precious. We love you. We here for you. So we family, and that's why she's not here this week. But it's just we got that news, and yeah, God bless. Be strong.
Make sure y'all say a prayer for her.
Yeah, y'all say a prayer for Rhea, man. You probably see her stat. If y'all follow her on social media, you'll see it. And, so it's always tough. I mean, that's like they say, a parent should never bury their child. And we can only just imagine what she's going through. But, we're going to keep pressing forward. So we all back here, man. Everybody else, had tough weeks and nothing that compares to that. But we try to do what we do and make that transition right into it. You know what we do. So we start with our sports. Deezy back in here. What up, Deez? Deez off vacation. You got flowed out.
He's nuts.
He got back. Where did you go? You don't want to share out with Chi-Town. What up? What up, Chi-Town? Yep. Check it out. So it's been so much going on, man. The NBA free agency, man.
Heating up. It's heating up.
A lot of different teams. We left on Friday of last week, of course, and so our openers happened on Sunday, so we didn't get to talk about it. So, it's been discussed. We'll be giving you our angles, but the Brooklyn Nets got KD.
That's right.
And Kawhi. What y'all think about that when y'all saw that come through? Kyrie. Yeah, sorry. I said Kawhi. See, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm still thinking about Kawhi. He still got us waiting, too.
They got to wait for that ankle to heal about a year, right? So it's not going to be next season. It's going to be the 2 seasons, right?
Well, yeah, he'll be out a year. They have him. No. He's there, but he's going to be rehabbing this year, so he won't play. He'll play the 2020, 2021 season. But everybody thought he was going to go to the Knicks.
I kind of figured he would go to the Nets. I mean, I feel like the Nets have been, I don't know, the Knicks haven't been doing well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
they're more popular, and I feel like whenever he does, get himself together, him and Kyrie are going to be a dangerous combination for the Brooklyn Nets.
You said you go for the home team. So who you go? Do you go for Knicks and that? Don't try to jump on.
No, because
no, it's a lot of
y'all heard me.
A lot of Knicks fans.
Y'all heard me.
Y'all
heard me a couple of episodes ago. I said if I'm gonna go with anybody, it's going. I said I might as well go with Brooklyn because they were still in the running. They were still in the running. But I don't. No offense, New York, but I don't rock with y'all basketball teams all that much.
It's a lot of people
don't
rock with the Knicks. It's a lot of people that's and Knicks heartbreak. Y'all see Stephen A. He said, all about the cry. It's a lot of torn. You go out, your heart goes out to the Knicks fans, man. They've been getting their heart
man, did you see?
First they thought they was getting Zion, then they thought, man, what?
Did you see Spike Lee or his post?
See what he put. What he put? Spike.
He was talking about it. He was like, "Oh man, because he's a diehard Knicks fan.
Might as well get Spike Lee,
right?
Put him at point.
Well, exactly.
He
gonna make it happen.
He
got all the heart. He got all the heart.
Come down, push it in. Yeah, that's like, man, it's unfortunate, man. So we're gonna see though. But they said that really had KD been healthy, they both probably would have gone to the Knicks. Because KD wanted to go to the Knicks and he had more pull, but since Kyrie grew up season ticket holder Nets when they was in Jersey and his father took him to the Nets game, he always wanted to play for the Nets. So Kyrie had more pull to say, let's do Brooklyn, this year. And I don't know.
But did they have to make that decision together?
Well, yeah, they were packaged. They decided at the beginning of the year. Reports are saying that they said they were going to play together in whatever city it was. So it was just a matter if it was the Nets the Knicks, or I think even one of the LA teams, the Clippers, were in the running.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, they wanted to play together, and we're gonna see how it goes. So next year is gonna be Kyrie by himself. Brooklyn does have a good foundation, and
yeah, they've been doing well.
Yeah, we're gonna.
At least they made it. They made it pretty far in the playoffs.
Right.
They did.
Well, they had but now that leaves only one potential looming free agent, and that's that boy, the glove, Mr. Kawhi himself. Man, he making everybody wait. It's like he got 3 chicks lined up for the prom. Ain't telling nobody who he taking. And they just waiting. Is it me?
He knows.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. But he's earned the right to take his time. There's no rush. We believe he's going to be in that purple and gold. I mean, that's what consistent stay.
They got to be like for money, right? Is it what is his decision gonna be on? Like, is it gonna be on money?
So there are a lot of
better
factors.
team or what?
No, there are a lot of factors. So number one, Toronto, because he's already with Toronto, can offer him the max. They can offer him more than any other team, right? So they can offer him the 220 or the 190. I think it was reported max deal.
Okay.
So when free agency comes, certain teams can offer more. The team that they play with can offer them more than they can get on the market. How? Here's the kicker though. That 190 is in Canadian. So you got to deal, like a lot of players don't like, dealing with the Canadian conversion. Actually, I think their dollar might be over ours, so it might be more money. Yeah, but you fly, going back from customs and flying back and forth to see your family, that's a whole hat.
He got to go to Buffalo.
I mean, he can have that global entry and get in and out of this. I mean, it's just Canada. It's not like as if He's
already a legend there, so no matter what he does, like everybody says, he good. He eating for the rest of his life for free, drinking for the rest of his life in Toronto anyway, but it's not America compared to that. Then the final kicker is he's from L.A. So that's his hometown. To go back home, play for your hometown team. Grew up as a Lakers fan. Boom, back. He wanted to play for the Lakers last year. When
everybody want to play for the Lakers, man.
Yeah, right. And
everybody want to play for the Lakers.
Right, but the Spurs didn't want to send him west because Popovich, of course. So they tried to do him dirty, send him to Toronto. He came up, got a ring. Right now it's like, bro. So Clippers order, like they said the Clippers out of it, but the Lakers play for your hometown team, continue the legacy, boom, 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 Showtime, Hollywood. I would have to do that, But they said, did y'all hear this report? Drake came back, James, sat down OVO, offered him a percentage of the label.
What?
So look, in addition to the deal, this is why I gotta think about it.
What?
Drake is a minority owner to
this is what I can do for you.
Raptors. Shout out to Drizzy, and he doing his thing, sports marketing. So look. He heard that they heard LA about to pry him apart. Drake came to the table like, yo, look, you could be an ownership boomer. Now think about that. Y'all know that's big. Michael Jordan had the Beatles recordings. Like, so imagine if he said, yo, I give you percentage of legacy recording. Now you getting money outside of basketball. 190 mil, already a champion. They're gonna build a statue for you. That's how or go home. So that's what he won, man. You got. What would y'all take? What would y'all do? Like,
I would stay in Toronto.
With the Toronto OVO, yep.
Straight like that.
Yeah. I like it. I like Toronto.
I would stay in Toronto.
I would be a citizen. We always
I would
talk
be a
about
dual
being
citizen.
Canadian citizens. We right there anyway, but
right. And so then you got that whole. Once I heard that report, I was like, ooh, that's like a
get out of America.
That's a different
that's
dynamic.
a whole nother level.
But here's the thing. So look, 42 the games. Okay, they go through that customs. Every time you go to Milwaukee, you going through customs, and like they said, the players get tired of that, and that's what happened with Vince Carter. He was with the Raptors early. They get tired of going through customs just to go see your mom and all that back and forth. You going from country to country is not, I mean, we travel. We from Buffalo, so we up there. We know it, but
I mean, maybe he could bring his family to Toronto or Canada.
It still ain't the U.S. It still ain't the U.S. though, So.
I guess.
We'll see, man. And then again, when you a Cali person, that West Coast vibe and that chill.
Oh, true.
He want to be outside like his family, like
that's true.
And
they
everybody,
got a whole nother vibe over there.
He'd be set up to basically take the mantle after LeBron leaves. LeBron gonna do like 2-3 years, then it's like it's all you. That's a definite champion.
That's like an all-star team, man. That's like all-star team.
What? They let Golden State have it. They let Golden State have an all-star team.
That's true.
What about it?
But everybody doing it now. It's 2. Brooklyn Nets got 2. They need another to make 3.
Right. Well, they got the DeAndre. He part of the big 3, but still. So we're just talking about that too. That ties into our second sports topic. Do y'all think the NBA now, as it is today with free agency and all that, is better than the old school NBA? Like, remember back in the day, the Celtics, they had Larry Bird. Boom. If you was trash, you was trash. Or the Pistons, the Bulls. It took longer for teams to get good because it wasn't like you had your players, Joe Dumars and all that, Pippen and Jordan on the Bulls. Or do y'all like the changing of the teams? I'm gonna be here for a year. I'm gonna go here. Which I think is better.
See, it's like the franchises be on top for 4 or 5 years, like the Patriots. I don't like that. I don't like the dominating dynasties. You know, like the Warriors. Now it's the Warriors. Got they hard to. Well, hold on, they ain't even win though, but.
But they're hard to beat, though. But they're hard to beat.
They've been in the finals the last 5 years.
They keep on doing it, so it's like, come on, man. We need more than one team or two teams to compete.
So you like parity?
Yeah. I kind of like the old school way too. I feel like how you said, LA will have like an all-star team. It's kind of like you. I mean, I understand you should
Kobe,
be able
Shaq.
to go where you want to go, but I feel like you should be able to stay on a team for a certain amount of time before you do that.
I'm kind of mixed because I like. I've always it's different. So in the football, of course, we see parity a lot more. Teams can go from the bottom to first, but in basketball as well, the players drive the league. I kind of like it that the players take their destiny in their hands. And if you're stuck in a city, you don't want to play in Milwaukee or no disrespect to them cities, but guys want to play in different markets.
You're a team. You got to be a team player. I understand that your team may not be like the all-star team or may not be the front runner or whatever, but you on a team. You are there to help make your team better. Stick with it.
So here's what happens. That's true, but the players have to take their futures and their contracts and all that into their own hands. If you're not performing, a team will cut you. So some players think before I let this team cut me, I'm gonna go to where I want to go. I want to get traded. Now, first of all, you have to be good to do it because if you just ask, they ain't gonna trade you or taking heed to your demands. But if you can control your own destiny and say, I want to go to Miami before y'all trade me to Portland, I have the right to do that. It's my talents, it's my family, it's where I want to live, right? So,
but if you're that good, then they're not going to want to do that. Your team is not going to really want to let you go.
Right, but sometimes they have to. They force it. Like Kawhi forced his way out of San Antonio. They wasn't doing him right. They thought they was doing him dirty. I'm gonna send you over here. He went and came up, got a championship.
Oh,
so sometimes it work out, sometimes it doesn't. Kyrie did it with Boston. Wanted to get out of Cleveland. Wanted to get out. He said before I get stuck in Cleveland by myself, no LeBron, send me over here. Get traded, so. I
thought Kyrie didn't like playing with LeBron.
That's what they said, but he basically wanted his own team. That's what they were saying.
You want to be under.
That's what I'm saying. Like well, I'm not going. I don't want to throw salt on him, but I'm like, but you being salty. Like LeBron is the man.
He had to learn.
Stay where you at.
He had
be
to
a
learn
team
what
player.
It is. He had to learn. He had to learn what was better. For the whole situation. And I think he grew up. Like they said, he came back and apologized to LeBron. Said, I didn't know what it was. He saw the difficulty in running his team because he was the vet. Yeah, he was the vet with the young boys, Boston. So it came different. I actually just, excuse me. I was talking to my one of my boys about this. I think the NBA is better now. He a Jordan head, and I'm like Jordan. Okay, they had hand checking. What I don't like is the NBA was more tougher with the hand checking, physicality, all that. Like it was harder to score. But the competition level, Jordan was playing against Craig Elo, Mark Price. You know what I mean? Like boys who wasn't athletic. Now at guys, look at the Western Conference. You got point guards. You got Dame Dollar, Russell Westbrook. All these guys. The competition is more fierce. So it's a lot of better play. It's a lot more better players than just one person nice versus no name wrestler type dudes. So the league is, and that's what the players change.
It's
the team
evolved,
cultivates. Right. It has players over here, so everybody's good.
Yeah.
Anybody can come out of the East. Right. And they about to get aware of that. Yep. And that's what's crazy. Yeah. Now anybody can come out of the East. Nobody saw Toronto coming. Philly. Yep. Nobody saw Toronto or Philly coming up. Now everybody see the East is wide open. It could be Brooklyn.
What you mean college ball ain't gonna be no more?
Well, college is gonna be, they going more the pro route.
Oh, you mean like fresh out of high school they going to pro?
Yeah, LeVar Ball, right? Yeah, LeVar. Yeah.
They hiring
LeVar Ball, and you see that now. So not Sebastian Chanford. What's the other point guard out of New York? It's gonna come to me. Went to the Philly. Brandon Jennings said, Tiff, real quick. Instead of going to college, I go overseas at 16, 17. Because you could go professional at 16 years old overseas.
And then come back.
College, you just an amateur athlete, right? Ain't getting paid tuition, scholarship. So a lot of players are waking up to say, I don't want to go play for this university for 2 years, not get paid. I'd rather go over to Italy, develop my game, get paid millions, come back home. And that's what a lot of players.
We spoke about that too, about college players getting paid because that's why it's like, I have the potential to injure myself. So why should I do that if I'm not getting paid?
Right.
I can go I could just go straight pro. Yeah.
That's what LeVar Ball did with his sons, and we covered that in the other episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. Memphis gonna be good too, y'all, this year. Memphis putting together a little high flying, fun team. So we'll see. Also in sports, you got training camps. Training camp's over in about 3 weeks. I know it's hard. I'm ready for some football, some hitting.
Right.
So
we need some more sports
Come on,
coming.
Giants.
Because the big three on now,
Y'all about to draft a quarterback. Right. Giants. Don't y'all need to draft a quarterback?
You hear about his rating on Madden?
What was it?
It was lower than our third string.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Madden, folks.
Y'all first round draft pick was lower than our third string quarterback.
They said they was gonna put him at tight end.
His rating was like tough, 53. Man.
That's terrible.
That's tough.
Who gonna cry for him?
They better hope Eli, come on, give him one more arm. One more year with that arm.
I don't know, Eli.
You don't think about Eli?
What if he turned into
I've been listen, and my friends that are Giants fans, they like leave Eli alone, whatever. But I'm like, no, it is his fault. Okay, we need to do better.
They said them Jets coming out of there.
He's the team captain.
Jets.
He is the
got
quarterback.
Le'Veon Bell. What up, Aaron? We see you.
Y'all
coach.
against us. Good luck, but not against us.
We gotta see, Sam Darnold. What they gonna do? They putting together a squad over there. Sam Darnold. Yeah, that's their quarterback they drafted.
No, I thought you meant Donald.
Aaron Donald. Yeah, you think not him. So my Bucks. We gonna see what we do. The Bills at Oliver. Yeah. So we gonna see that. That's about 2 or 3 weeks away. So by the time we get that going. But listen, tying into the old school and everything, we was talking about. Let's go to knowledge. Y'all said y'all like. I know we jumping back to the NBA. It's always a person who kind of hate on the new school. Barkley been that guy from the old school. Like he said, Jordan averaged 50 if he played these days. Like it's always somebody try to keep the old school alive,
I didn't say that. What I said was
Charles. But it's funny how it's one. But you got like an old head that's always talking about back in my day. Like Dennis Rodman. Who y'all think was the best overall team? Like we just saw Golden State run. Y'all know the Bulls before Mike was suspended in the 90s had it. Early Celtics, the Bad Boys, Detroit. If you just look at a team, irregardless of the era, just the team who kind of really dominated the era, who would y'all say is like the number one if we was ranking dynasties? Like Bulls won, then Golden State, or I don't want to say. Tell me who y'all think. Lakers.
The Bulls.
Oh, man. The Bulls.
I would say Bulls then.
96 Bulls.
I mean,
I don't remember which year now.
Don't
quote me on that. I'm just saying the Bulls because I was a Bulls fan.
Yeah. Kareem and them, yeah. Early 90s, we had a three-peat.
Right.
Boston, them boys won 11. Boston, them boys won 11, though. They might have something to say, but why you say the Bulls, Tiffany?
Because Jordan.
Oh, because Jordan. See, they just said, because Jordan.
Yeah, man, he went back to back.
Don't have me, I can't quote stats now. Don't do that.
No, but I feel you.
But
they had
Jordan was the man.
Three-peats. Houston came in and if they didn't send him away for that gambling or whatever, suspension, he probably would have strung some more together. And he took a lot of guys' rings. But it wasn't, again, back to the debate, it wasn't a lot of good teams that was on his level. But yeah, I got to give it to the Lakers, too. You got to understand, it was whatever era, early 90s, early Magic. Then we had the Kobe, Shaq run. Then after Shaq,
that's
Kobe
true.
Come on,
that's
man,
true.
Lakers. So
that's true.
I
give you that.
Yeah, we gotta get it back to.
Lakers had a long run.
Yeah,
they had it going, and now, it's gonna be different. But it's funny how we see now, just like the NBA, tie in with the music, the culture, the fashion. Cats know like now with the Instagram, everybody know what the outfits. You had these boys going, putting their outfits on the blast on the social media, coming through with the knickerbockers and the short shorts and D-Wade.
The thigh shorts.
What y'all think about that? Is some of it too much? Like the fashion and the...
Hey, man, they dressing like it's 2038.
2038.
They on some Outcast type shit now.
This kind of tying in with hearing. We in an interference. I can't talk. We in entertainment D's. What do you think about the fashion, Tiff? They doing too much, or some of the stuff they be having the man purses and the Euro looking like... Some of that is too much, don't you think? She's smiling. See her D-Wade got it, she can't.
It's not my style, but I feel like these players, they were, it's just like with anything. basketball players are kind of put in a box, but I mean, if they have other interests and they want to be fly and they want to rap and they want to act, like that's their business, let them have it.
Do you like the show your draws style?
I do not like to show your draw styles. Keep your pants.
Do you
up,
like to
bro.
show your draw shorts? The shorts that used to be up here with the NBA back in the NBA.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the new school shorts, the
like the
basketball
new
shorts.
Thigh
Keep the
shorts.
shorts to your knees.
I'm just saying, you see some of that upper thigh hair meat.
Show thigh veins.
I'm good on the thigh hair taco meat. I'm good.
They be hooping in the shorts. Somebody had those on the other day. We was balling.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, gold hair dunking
Hey,
on
he was
people.
comfortable. Let the man live, but that's not my style. Nah.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's funny. I think Allen Iverson was a big cultural carrier. He moved the braids, the tats. Like cats wasn't in the league like that, and we sometimes forget. Now everybody tatted up. Everybody got their braids, the cornrows,
tattoos.
We see PLJ
everywhere.
got his.
My grandmama gave me these braids.
Yeah, got his. He be switching it up. They nice looking, brother. Make me want to get my hair back. You know what I used to hoop? I used to have my Iversons.
Yeah, man.
Braid,
yeah, he did.
Had our braiders.
He had Jerry curls too.
I ain't never had a Jerry
They was
curl.
a texturizer.
You had a Jerry curl.
had a
We
texturizer.
need proof. I need to see these
PLJ
pictures.
got a Jerry curl.
You know you had it. You got a picture.
I need
when
receipts,
when you
PLJ.
hold- in your jersey, he holding the ball with a texturizer kid in his head.
I never had a Jerry curl.
What is
You
that
had a
thing?
texturizer?
What was that LB
It
Short
wasn't a
shit
Jerry
you was
curl,
wearing?
but was
What
it a
is that shit you had
texturizer?
up
Is
in
that
your
what you
hair?
got?
That
I
LB Short.
got
shit.
Indian in my family.
Oh, okay.
This girl told me she wanted to have
Everybody got Indian in their
have my
family.
baby because my hair. Is chicks doing that? We kind of jumping, but let's discuss this. Do chicks still go
discuss this.
for guys because they have a grade of hair?
Grade of hair, certain eyes, light
For
skin,
real?
height. Yeah.
Like they would try to have a baby with that person.
Yeah, it's a lot of females that will do that. Yeah. They're like,
Dang.
oh,
In
he got light
2019?
eyes. Oh, he tall.
Last name,
Yes. Yes.
Last name what?
2019.
Last name, nut in it.
Nothing. Ain't got nothing on it. But
Why?
but check it out.
Yeah. I mean, females do that.
They do.
I mean, I don't, but yeah. I mean, there's a lot of females that like certain things. I mean, you like what you like.
Yeah, can't help what you like, right?
Yeah.
She said, I like that. Check it out, y'all. We got something special for y'all this week, so we're gonna take a quick break. Y'all rock with us. Look, we ain't even let me till we shut it out. Then we all off. Y'all listen to the SKEAM Podcast. Check it out.
Thank y'all for
again.
tuning
Thank
in.
y'all. This is
Thank you.
We
wherever you
appreciate
stream your
you.
podcast. I'm tongue twisted today, y'all. I don't know. I gotta get some rest. But
it's been a
wherever
week.
you listen to your podcast, Podbeam, Deezer, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Play. Can't forget about Spotify and iHeart. Everybody, we know it. We rock with y'all. We see y'all. Check us out. And if y'all are on a platform that doesn't have a SKEAM Podcast and y'all want to get it, let us know. Hit us up, SKEAMpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to get that rectified for y'all. We're going to take a quick break. Should we open the phone lines? We're going to take a quick break. We got something for y'all. We come right back. We'll be right back after this. Let's rock out these.
Man, fuck these bitch ass.
Yo, look, yo, well if it ain't that, hospital guap getter, that's no. All in the hospital they go. Hop in a Benz Jetta or Rolls with a ballin' or bro, I'ma kill 'em all slow. And I be walking with a bunch of swag, but fuck that word though, fuck I'm bad. My shit just like Kirko, yup, it bangs.
Welcome back. Y'all listen to the SKEAM Podcast, wherever you listen to it at. Watching us on YouTube, Facebook Live. I told y'all we had something special for you guys. And without further delay, we would like to introduce you guys to the comedic stylings of Pookie Long Johns. Put your hands together. Pookie Long Johns. Yes.
Yes. How y'all doing tonight?
Woo!
Yes, I see you all. Already. How y'all doing? We in D.C. with the SKEAM team. Because we the SKEAM team. Yeah. Just like the dream team. But, yeah, man, we in D.C., man. I love D.C. You get to see a lot of interesting things out here, man. Just the other day I was walking, I seen a white man wearing a dashiki. He was in the hood, just walking around. A group of dudes just surrounded him like he was wearing an army uniform. Like, hey, brother, man, where you get that from, man? You know how many of our soldiers have lost their lives in dashikis, man? He was like, I just got it from over there down on the street on Marlboro. It's sad, man. But it's really good out here. I'm having a good time, man. Shout out to all the thugs out there. The thugs out there wearing shape-ups. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. Because y'all getting in fights and shooting, and y'all wearing shape-ups. It was they had a surveillance, and the dude had a gun, and he was just had shape-ups like this and shit, rocking on his heels and shit, threatening people. Man, shout out to the dads that got locked up on Father's Day, too, man. My homeboy got locked up on Father's Day. His dad, man, he's still in jail right now, man, on 4th of July. Told me he's looking at the fireworks in the cell and shit. Baby mom called the cops on his ass. She said, yeah, come on over. Come see Lil Junior. Yeah, come on. As soon as he got over there, stayed 10 minutes, cops pulled up and arrested his ass. Messed up, man. Sad about things that happen like that, man. Hope y'all feeling good out there. Hope y'all feeling good. Y'all good? My grandma was supposed to come out and see me, I texted her to come out, and she texted me back right quick, not coming. I said, damn, grandma, you should have came out. Sad, man. I rode the bus to work and shit. And fell asleep on shit. I fell asleep on the bus. Before I went to sleep, I seen 5 people, and I woke up, and nobody was on the bus. And the bus driver was gone and shit. Lights was off. What the hell is this? Climb out that motherfucker. But, man, the Golden Girls coming on. I got to wrap this shit up. I got to hurry up. Watch the Golden Girls. This is D.C., man. D.C. streets out here. Every 7-Eleven you go to, you're going to see a foreigner, Hello, welcome to 7-Eleven. They get disrespectful, too. They'll say a black phrase to you, Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I said, how you know about that? He know about that. But it's crazy, man. Cops crazy, too. The cops, the Mexicans is the new black people, too, because the Mexicans getting beat like the black people getting beat, They getting oranges thrown at them and shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's sad, man. Trump don't give a damn. People just like to watch your ass, too. People just like to just see what you doing and shit. And shout out, this ain't a shout out, but how many people married or are y'all in a relationship? Because it's hard, It's hard when you ain't getting none, Because your girl want to put you on punishment from the booty. She said, nah, you ain't getting none for 3 weeks. You be sitting there with a boner. She be on Facebook. You be like, you need to book your face on these nuts. He playing. She on Facebook and shit, ignoring your ass. 3 weeks. You come in. She just ignoring your ass. You had to go to church with a boner. Clapping the happy days. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day when Jesus come. Sad. And I used to go to church, but I don't go to church no more. I stopped going to church when I went to the Weed Man house and I seen my pastor leaving and shit. That's when I stopped going. You know, he was in, hey, all right, brother. I said, Pastor Blunt, is that you? Pastor Blunt? No, that's his name, Pastor Blunt.
Yes, sir. Next Sunday, I'll give you a nickel bag. Don't tell nobody. Yes, sir.
I said, oh, nah, give me 3 of them shits.
He said, okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pastor Blunt. Be smoking Newports he be smoking Newports before church start. Smoking Newports before church starts.
So, yes, so we got 5 people in here. Come here. Pastor Blunt. Yes, sir.
But hope y'all enjoying the SKEAM team. And keep on rocking with us. We got a lot more to come because my grandma watching.
Beat them motherfuckers like a punching bag. When I walk up in the club and these boys wanna look paint wetter than a tub and the time rolling up. You can check all of my funds and you know I'm coming up. Cause I made a couple fucking $100,000 in a month. And I got the rubber bands that'll snap right back. And I got the upper hand cause I came right back. Like I never ever left cause I'm sick like that. Kelly swag with the pistol grip pump on my lap. Hola, hola, bitch cake pasta. Break out the Patron and vodka. Hola, hola, bitch cake pasta. Break out the Patron and vodka. Hola, hola, bitch cake pasta. Break out the Patron and vodka. Patron and vodka. Bitch cake pasta. Break out the Patron and break it out. Roll it up. Mix that shit up in my cup. Break it out. Roll it up. Mix that shit up in my cup. Break it out. Roll it up. Mix that shit up. Break it out. Roll it up. Mix that shit up in my cup. Yeah. Hola. What's up? Got the purple and a double cup. And I'm so high, got them all looking up. And I bet every guy in the club wanna touch little chick with the shades and the smile and the jaw. Bet they all blind if they don't look at us. Cause a girl with a crunk group of girls yelling what? Throwing balls, getting drunk, bet it's us in the club. Got them yelling out, break it out. Pull that drink, break it down, smoke that.
Hey, we back, y'all. Welcome back.
That was great, PLJ.
There we go. Hey, yep. Go ahead. Welcome back, y'all. We told y'all we had something real quick. Yeah, yes, sir.
Had to do that because I got to get back home and put it on channel 39 because my grandma wanted to watch Golden Girls.
Yeah, so we just real quick, y'all. We keep it moving. Just switch it up for y'all. Give y'all something different. So again, shout out to Rhea, SKEAM Queen Rhea. We see you.
Rhea, we love you,
baby. We see you.
Hey, boo.
Peace and blessings, all of that. And we keeping it moving. So like we was on entertainment and appearance. We was talking about the fashion. Tiffany was saying she likes when guys have the shorts that rise up.
You lied.
Yeah, she said
the taco meat hairs.
The 1980 shorts.
Yeah,
she
that turns
those.
me on.
She liked those. So make sure y'all get a pair.
Turtle bottoms.
Thigh highs.
Make sure y'all get a pair of that. No, well, let's take it a minute. I heard an interesting statement. We're manhood, and because of course y'all guys know we're a media platform, and we discuss things, we talk about topics, we give our opinion. But somebody said something like to the point where you got to be careful when you're up there talking about people. And I was like, and I thought about that. I'm like, we really don't talk about people.
Here?
Well, yeah, I won't get into details, but I'll just say certain things trigger. And I thought that this would be a great discussion because there are certain platforms of people who just discuss what's going on, and literally talk about people.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference though. But here's my whole thing. I want to toss this up and see how y'all feel. I think there's a difference when you're like reporting, when you're discussing a subject, versus you're just talking about people. Like you just gossiping, or like, there's certain shows and stuff when they just want to spill the tea or make the news and give their opinion. So I think there's a difference in that. And honestly, I think also when you're talented and you have your own stuff as well, like we have our own music, have our own comedy. You just seen POJ's comedy. We do our own stuff, so we can we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like we can do that. But when you diversify and when you give people different perspectives, there's something to be said about that. And I wanted to talk about that because there are certain people who just like are the media or, are just covering people and they don't really, rap or do not just say you only have to rap or do music or produce or comedy or act or do anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? I think those people who just cover stuff, those will be what you would say, literally sit up and talk about people. But I'm not on no gossip or I'm not on that. But what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think first of all, do y'all think we are talking about people?
No, I think we're giving our views upon certain topics.
Right. I would agree to that. Tiffany, what about you? You think?
I think sometimes we have poked fun or, said certain things, but I don't think that that's a regular occurrence. I think that we are primarily a journalistic type podcast. We talk about what's really, what's going on in sports.
What's popping?
And, issues that, news that we see going on, and we give our opinion about that. I think that there's more of a journalistic versus boundary there. You know what I mean?
Ooh, did y'all see what happened and all that? That's more like
versus,
gossip.
Like some
people
talking about love and hip hop
and again, to me, and I think y'all both said we all on the same page. I think that is more talking. And again, not judging nobody if that's how you get your bag. Some people just, ooh, did y'all see last week the breakup? And we're not with, we don't do that. That's not what you get in here. We giving you something different. But I just want to make sure, look, I'm all about checks and balances. And then, honestly, with that being said, sometimes some people might not agree with our opinion or our viewpoints.
Right.
But I think when you say your viewpoint, you can stand on it. People will respect you for saying, okay, I see where he stands. I know where, May comes and all that. And that's what I've always been about. Like, I say that. So, but I don't talk about people, man. I really don't, care enough about certain people. Now, if there's a topic which someone is on, I'll give my view on it. So I'll say your name. Like, if a person caught 100 yards and the touchdown, you gotta say, boom, Mike Evans caught 100 yards, on the Bills. But no, I'm just playing. But but you gotta say that. That's not talking about, Mike. I guess it is technically talking about Mike Evans, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's not talking about them. But
I mean, I know that Ayesha Curry, conversation, we got pretty heated. We talked about a lot of different things. But an opinion is an opinion.
Were we talking about Ayesha Curry though?
Yeah, kind of. Kinda, yeah.
I feel like. Well, we gave our view from a man point standard view from this podcast. This is a manhood podcast. This is a sports podcast. Go back and check it. Episode 5. She's referring to y'all. Excuse me. But anyway, what we got to do is we gave our opinion on that topic in general. So we discussed it from a lot of different angles that you're not going to see, and that's another thing. You're not going to see those angles discussed. So make sure y'all go and check that out. But I don't believe like we were talking about like. But I seen some other people's take. Yeah, Ayesha Curry, she's a and coming at like that's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You with me, P, on that? Like we not. Yeah. Hey, you do this, you did it, because we don't just. I think that's more like disparaging. Again, however you get it, I don't put nobody down. I don't have no heaven or hell to put nobody in. There's no judgment zone. But we can call out. I think there's also a difference between accountability, right? Holding people accountable versus, saying like we said we talked about when Kodak Black, slid in the Lauren London's DMs. But that's from more of an accountable standpoint. Like, yo, that's wrong.
He did that live.
You should be able to say, like. If my opinion is that's wrong, that's not talking about. That's talking about that situation that happened. But I would say, yo, that's. See what I'm saying? So.
I guess the especially when we're talking about celebrities or whatever. I think with people in general. We just have to be mindful of what we say, and if we wouldn't say those things to the person in their face,
right?
Then maybe we shouldn't discuss those things.
And that's how I always feel. Yeah, like anything I say, I would be willing. I won't say it if I won't say it to your face, man. Like, and there's no disrespect to a Kodak. Again, I like his music and all that, but that action we could code that, and a lot of people see, and that's where we kind of have to hold ourselves. We as a culture, as a people, like we gotta be the gatekeepers because sometimes people don't know. So it's incumbent upon us to be like, you know what, this is the way you do certain things or low. And some people don't care, people are all different maturity levels and all that as well. But I believe that's part of the standard we have. And that's part of, one of the reasons when I say I want to do this. So we can talk. It's people who sit at home and watch YouTube videos all day. We might teach, and I know we have, because I get y'all comments, I get y'all texts, I get all the love. And again, thanks for all the love and support. You'll be like, yo, keep doing your thing. I like your perspective. I like what you're saying. And so we touch on stuff that people may or may not see, so that's what we're here for. And again, that's what we want to say. You want to get in there, Tiff? What were you about to say?
I lost my train of thought, but I'm with you on that. I think that, as long as we are holding ourselves accountable and not going the disrespectful route, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, like, people are really sensitive these days.
That is,
you know what I'm saying?
thing,
like,
yes.
you can't say but so much without somebody kind of twisting your words and turning it into something other than what you intended it to be. So you kind of have to be, it is up to us to be mindful of what we say, but it's also, we have to be kind of aware of the fact that people are sensitive. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to, and people are like, really sensitive about these celebrities that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're super fans. You got super fans. Yeah. Like, for example, remember that Beyonce thing? Did we talk about that?
What
Beyonce
happened?
And Jay-Z, they were at a game, and Jay-Z was talking to the lady.
Yeah.
She was asking him if he wanted a drink, and the Beehive went crazy. Like,
she asked the cross, right?
Yeah, across Beyonce. Beyonce. Just like anybody. If you would have, right? If I would have talk across you to PLJ right quick, like, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm not offended. You know what I'm saying? Beehive went crazy. Like, she was getting like
the wife owner,
all
right?
types of threats and whatnot. I'm like, come on, that's too far.
She's the owner of the state. I think she was. But that's what they do, and like so.
But
she
people go too
didn't
far.
say that. She leaned over and said, "Can I get you anything?"
Stop it.
But listen, so okay, there's so much to unpack on that because you're right. First of all, I want to go back to your initial point. Like, people are sensitive, like, and unfortunately for us, we didn't grow up in the time that, our age people, we were not as. Again, I believe there's a difference between when you hold somebody accountable, when you say, yo, you do this wrong. Because I want to be held accountable. If I fuck up,
absolutely.
if I do certain things, if I misquote and misspeak, let me know. And I'll be the first to be like, you know what, damn, I misquote, I misspoke, let's correct it. Let's go back. And matter of fact, I did misquote on something. I said that DeAndre, the boxer, forget his name, knocked dude out. His store was open in Brooklyn. I think it was open in his home in Alabama. I meant to come back and correct that. But that's part of it, man. When you speaking, man, and some stuff, come out, it's wrong, but we can be held accountable. So to this point, I want people to know that there's nothing wrong with being held accountable, right? But this generation thinks that accountability is like you coming at them, or you a hater, or no, man. It's like
there's hate, and then there's like you having your opinion about something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but people feel like if you don't agree with what they say, if you don't co-sign their bullshit, you hate it, right? And you don't have to be hating.
Just like we were talking about earlier about, how the basketball players, like, they changing up their style, they wearing man purses and whatnot. Like, that's not my particular style, but somebody could take that as hating. As if I say, oh, I don't like men that do stuff like that. Oh, that's not my style.
That's just how you like your men.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people could take that a certain way.
You like a masculine man, right?
I do.
They got man thongs.
Hey, man, thongs. We don't want to go on that, but no. So back to the Beehive. Check it out. No, listen.
Y'all seen him, right?
Y'all heard her, right? Y'all heard what she said. Listen. No, the Beehive go in on anybody.
Beehive be crazy with it.
We don't want no smoke for the Beehive. Matter of fact, there's some joints in the Beehive. Anyway, the Beehive. Listen, the Beehive. I got a stinger.
Buzz me, baby.
That whole elevator with Salon incident, like they
God.
And then the shorty, I guess one of the shorties who had got too close to Jay-Z at a party. Remember that? I don't know if y'all remember that. Like, they said she walked up to Jay-Z and was like,
yeah,
all that. They don't play with that. So, to your point, some people just sit and watch and be looking at the internet like this. What's gonna happen? And
yes.
Yeah.
Go 1,000 miles a minute.
I don't understand it. Like, why are you so involved?
And they lie on you too. Beyonce just passed gas.
Yeah, and I don't. That's
true though.
They lie on you. Like,
they create all types of tabloid stuff.
I know, yeah, all that. He lied on me. No, and I mean, again, that's where we are in this age of just come on, he wild. He about to take another L. Like, don't take an L on the season finale.
Glue your ass still.
No, he made me lose my train of thought. The era. Oh yeah, that's where we are in this era, man. Everybody's they call it keyboard warriors, thumb thugs, and all that. Like,
trolls.
Yeah,
all the trolls.
Man,
it's like a career to be a troll these days. You like
retweet the retweet.
Retweeters.
We are not retweeting today.
We are retweeting. You gotta retweet.
It's an everyday
Everybody
thing.
love it. The retweet. I need me some retweet.
That's when you want to hit again. Can I get
girl,
a
listen,
retweet?
listen, if y'all been in Maine's program and have not checked in lately, hit me up for some retweet. But we that's the best single. We like I said, I think we all around same ages. We didn't grow up in this era. Like
Nah.
And we were just talking about that. Ed Good Scheme Team, how it would have been crazy if we had all this social media, Instagram. If you could be in high school and see the other girls, like, man, what? Because we had joints. Well, first of all, Tech had the joints too. We all had the joints, and I went to traditional. But shout out to all the schools in Buffalo. We knew the girls because we was on the scene. We was the athletes and the hoopers and all that. But if you could just go on your phone and see all the girls, look at Sarah at McKinley. Like, it's kind of like,
right.
I can't even fathom that because,
We grew up watching Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake.
And I think that made us more personal. We know how to go up to people and talk and be like, hey, how you doing? I like your blouse.
Yeah. Jenny Jones taught me everything I know.
We could talk to people. I know people be in the party, like, texting people 2 feet away from them.
Sitting at dinner, you having a one-on-one dinner, and you having no conversation, just in your phone.
Right.
That's D's generation. Yo. D's, you gotta fix it. We counting on D's to lead the new movement. The young generation. He laughed, but he know what we talking about, man.
But even the babies though, the first thing that parents do, they get a kid them screens, them little tablet shits to play with.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not against that. You got to monitor and control it because you want your child to be up on a new technology.
That's where it starts.
You don't want your child to be on still on a flip phone.
It's also a new generation, so you're too.
Yeah, tablet, all that.
We ain't have all that back then.
But
they got it now.
My daughter could just slide through all that.
I miss not having that.
What you miss?
Miss not having the cell phones and you just go someplace because you know where your people gonna be at. Like you didn't have to call. You just knew you just showed up.
They said this was our Instagram. It was an old picture, whatever. No. Basically said when you used to go outside and you seen like 4 or 5 or 6 bikes in somebody's lawn, that's how you knew your boys was. Like that's how you knew. Oh, everybody over here or hooping in the backyard.
No
one shoe.
But I used to know where to go.
Yeah. Well, now you just get on your app, right?
The app. YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Instagram
and all that. Well, I mean, we still go out. Like I go out and just see what's where everybody at, or they hit me up.
I just like to go outside and just explore.
Yeah, just explore. Smell like outside when you come in.
When was the last time you just walked outside ass naked?
We don't do that. That's kind of weird.
I'm just saying. That's what we should do. What we don't do.
We don't do that. That's kind of weird.
We're just going outside and just trying stuff. And see, that's one thing I do like about our city, DC. It's so much to explore.
Yeah,
man.
there's so much to see.
So much to see. Come
You're
visit.
In the hood.
We're ambassadors for DC. And
they always have a lot of nice community events that are free, live music. You can go to
festivals.
Last weekend I went to the Botanical Gardens on Sunday. It was nice.
Yeah, homeless people are nice.
Yeah,
sure.
I went to I went out. Where was we at? We was out in Silver Spring. They got the festival out downtown Silver Spring.
Yeah.
Took my daughter.
I went to Baltimore to a free festival. It was a house music festival. They like the house out there in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And I had a nice time. It was like the second annual
always
one.
something to do here.
You dance the house music?
Yeah.
Tiff?
Yeah, I like house music.
Dance anything, right?
I do. I like
If you can groove, you can move.
If you can move, you can groove.
Yeah, that too.
We got the and so you got to get outside, and that's what I like to promote that, man. Sometimes you gotta put your phone down. I had, really, even this week, man. I don't know if nobody noticed. I only got 3 followers, but I just put my phone down. I wasn't as active in posting and all that because I just wanted to take a break. It's like you always be on it. Of course, there's a lot we gotta do with the show and work and promote and all that. But sometimes all that shit just is too much. It's just like, damn, I just want to unplug. You
can go down the rabbit hole going on social media, man.
End up on Pornhub and you said rabbit hole. I was just going to keep going on that hole. I'm just
Mystic Haze.
Right.
But no, no, like, yeah, it's just sometimes you have to,
unplug.
Unplug.
I do unplug. I have to isolate.
You do?
I do. And I'm not depressed or anything like that. Sometimes I just need a time out.
Yeah. Mental fog.
Take a 30-second.
Take a 30-second time out.
Well, that's what you do. That's what you call it?
Yes.
Oh.
Y'all need time outs sometimes.
Who? I get my time out.
Decompress.
I get my time out.
When you get your time out?
Right before the retweet. Anyway,
I knew he was gonna say something crazy.
No, but you gotta take your time out. You gotta, because look, man, it's like, again, it's so much going on. It's so much going on that, you know, you have to make sure your mental is just, you know, you like to look at the sun, right? You sun glaze and give them a little bit of that.
Hey, I do a lot of things. Everybody do a lot of
You ain't
things.
in the mic.
He sunbathes.
Sun,
Yes.
Is it bathe or gaze? What you be doing?
You can't.
He did
gaze
talk about
into the sun
he did talk
now.
about
Lying
walking
yourself.
ass naked. So maybe he does some.
Maybe he
gaze.
walks
Just to be-
outside.
I mean,
ass
we don't
naked
do that.
And
We don't
gaze
do
at the
that.
sun.
Why can't we do that? Because they say we gotta have
Because
You're
clothes.
supposed to get.
illegal.
You supposed to get. No,
Sunburn.
that's a whole other conversation. Our ancestors did walk around, you know, getting the sun into your computer and recalibrating and recharging.
I did that
you need vitamin
yesterday,
D.
but I went to the beach to do that.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
What did y'all do yesterday?
What's
I mean,
yesterday?
for our day off, you know, from work, beach
Oh,
day,
yesterday was 4th of July.
4th of July.
celebrated.
I mean, you know,
What did
I don't
do?
celebrate 4th of July, but I mean, you know, Independence Day.
Watch the
What
fireworks.
But,
did I do? I did a lot.
I had a nice time at the beach. What did y'all do? PLJ, what did you do?
I watched the fireworks, and there was a drag race show that I also watched, and it was very entertaining.
Nice. Where did you watch the fireworks?
Amongst the skies in hood neighborhoods.
Okay, amongst the skies and the
Normally
hoods.
we have our cookout. We go home for that. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I spent some time to myself actually.
You had a
I had-
time out.
I had a time out. I did. Then I had a time in because
You
I had
had
a little.
a time out before the retweet. Retweet.
Did you get rib sauce on your mouth?
Well, listen, the person I was with might be watching this, so that wasn't a retweet. We're not gonna say that. But I mean, whoever was with me they would know it was with me. But you know, we chilling. So, yeah, you gotta just disengage. Oh, you know what I did? I went up to Baltimore. I was in Baltimore. Shout out to
Okay.
B More.
Okay.
I was up there.
Shout out to Baltimore.
And I don't get a chance.
Baltimore,
I don't get a
the
chance to get up there as often as I'd like to. But
I like Baltimore.
yeah, it's a different vibe. Yeah, I just want to do again. I figured the national high. It was kind of it threw us off, y'all, because the rain.
Yeah, the
remember
they do the
they do the fireworks there.
Yeah.
And, they had them in DC, but I was hearing that they were going to get canceled because it was raining. It was raining here in DC, guys. So I was told that a lot of the fireworks were going to be actually today. Because they was whatever they didn't want people all coming out in the storms and the rain and all that. So anyway, long story short, I went down into Baltimore. It was lit. They had the M&T Bank Stadium with the red, white, and blue all around it at night, and that's
nice.
always a good look. And
Purple,
yeah,
raven.
yep, that
That's
purple
what's up. That's what's
had
up.
a little purple. No, but yeah, chilled it on out.
I went way up to Ocean City.
Oh, that's where you was.
Yeah, it was my first time
Yeah.
going out there.
We saw those top up pics that you talk about. Top up from the top. Yeah, it wasn't from the top. Anyway, so we finally did. You came through
I
your promise. We finally
put a
got
full
that
body picture
full
on the
body,
gram.
and we appreciate that. Let's give a hand for that chocolate.
You're welcome.
Sexual chocolate. That just
You're welcome.
for giving us that, giving us all. Randy Watkins, giving us all that. You made a lot of people's days. So we appreciate that.
It was a beach day. You got to celebrate.
Beach day. That's why you
Do a full body pic on a beach day.
A bad beach.
Yeah, bad beach. That's the new one. The bad beach.
Hashtag bad
Hashtag
beach.
bad beach. Well, listen, y'all. Listen, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We know y'all getting ready for the club. Some of y'all about to get y'all time out on. Some of y'all about to check it out.
Turn up.
It's time to rock with us again. Thank everybody for rocking with us. We got a lot of stuff coming up. This is the second finale because we're gonna be coming back with season 3. We don't want to tell y'all when, but season 3 is coming. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all listen to the freshest, dopest new podcast here. I mean, you can't say it yourself, but we can say it confidently. When it's real, you can stand on it and say it. We know what it is. Again, Spotify, iHeartRadio, sponsorships, all that stuff.
Come
Fresh
on.
new things, comedy, Tiff and the swimsuit picks, everything. We got the Purposeful
That
Moto
was a once in a
swimsuit calendar
lifetime
coming to y'all.
opportunity.
Swimsuit calendar for the month of July. Yes, sir. We waited.
Yes, sir.
You should do a swimsuit calendar, Tiff. I think that would be a good look.
Cracks and backs.
If I'm gonna get paid for it, sure.
We can talk about that. We can discuss this. Pay your EBT. Rock us out. Rock us out, Bees. Take us on.
Loud. What y'all